Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back guys to a brand new box office video. Before we do this, let's do this. Ha ha ha, I love that. But today guys, welcome back guys to another box office. We are going to be checking out the Super Mario Bros. Movie again because it did pretty big, I'm going to say. So let's go down here to the Wikipedia page. Let's go down to the Wikipedia page. So, here we go. So here we go, guys. The box office revealed in 3, 2, 1. The movie just passed $1,162,000,000. So over $1.2 billion, close to over 1.1 billion, close to 1.2 billion. That's a pretty high number. I'm gonna say an extra 100 million. Not bad for the Mario movie. It's up there. It is up there. Yeah, but let's check out. Wait. But let's work with the highest grosses animated film for just a minute, okay? Now here we go. Just a sec, guys. I'm sorry about that, guys. I was doing something, but yeah. So let's look at the list of the highest grossing animated films ever. The movie just passed. The movie is now number 5 of the highest grossing animated films ever. It's in the top 5. Not nice as in the top 5, but let's just talk about this for just a moment, okay? Let's just talk about this for just a moment, okay? The next movie that the Super Mario Bros. Movie needs to pass is Incredibles 2. Which Incredibles 2 is right now, which Incredibles 2 is at one, so the Incredibles 2 is at $1,243,000,000. So if you think about this for just a minute, okay? Let's go calculate, shall we? That number, 243 minus this number right here. That means the movie needs so around around $81 to $82 million, over $81 to $82 million left. Absolutely, the movie is gonna pass Incredibles 2. And yeah. Be right back, guys, again. Apologies, guys. This is my third recording right now. This is my third clip right now. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on, but yeah. But, like I said, the movie has to pass over $80 million this next upcoming weekend on the 6th weekend to pass that number, but yeah. But let's look at the box office mojo, shall we? So, how much did it do in the United States? In the United States, the Super Mario Bros. Movie, it got a negative 54.6%. It has a 54.6% drop. Oh, that's not good. The movie only made 18. Close to 19, over 800 million, over 18,551,000,000. No, $18,551,000. Yeah. I'm gonna say the fourth weekend did pretty good. I'm gonna say the fourth weekend did awesome. The fourth weekend did fantastic. Because the fourth weekend, my prediction was, oh, the fifth weekend it's going to have like 30 to 20 million. Well, it did under 20 million, which I'm like, Is the Mario movie underperforming? The Mario movie is one of those films that needs to keep on moving. This film needs to keep on going with the box office. It needs to keep on going. If the Super Mario Bros. Movie is going to be the most popular animated film ever made, which it is one of the popular animated movies right now, it passed Super Mario Bros. It passed Minions with an extra 3 million, which that is not bad. Which wasn't bad. Sunday, when I saw it Sunday, was the Super Mario Bros. Movie was like $20,000 under, like about 100 to 200 to 300,000 under Minions, which I'm like, what? But whoa. But yeah. But in my prediction, in my opinion, I just feel like the Super Mario Bros. Movie is gonna pass the Incredibles. Okay. So we gotta map this whole entire video up, okay? I'm gonna go to my YouTube channel right now, which you guys can check that channel out right now. But yeah, but let's go to my YouTube channel and let's go back here. If you guys don't know, guys, I just released a Ninjago review. You guys can go check out right now. But let's work it here. So let's work here, shall we? So last week it made $46 million. So if you think about it, let's go 46 plus. No. We're gonna go 46 divided by. Is it supposed to be plus? Yeah, I'm not very good at counting it. Again, I'm not very good at counting, but with that type of. Wait a minute. Just a second. Guys, just a sec. The movie made like over $120 million around that time. By far, if this movie does make a rock around, for me, in my opinion, I'm probably thinking the movie can pass Incredibles 2 in the first Frozen by the sixth weekend. If not, absolutely it will defeat Incredibles 2. In my predictions for the sixth weekend, it is going to end up with probably, $1,250 million. And only the movie needs to make is an extra $50 million on its seventh weekend. Do I think it's going to pass Frozen 2? Well, I have heard that the digital release date for you to buy it off of Amazon Prime Video and other VOD video on demand. I have heard it's gonna be on video on demand to next Tuesday. This upcoming next Tuesday, the next we're gonna talk about the next Tuesday again. So pretty much, yeah. Now, yeah, guys. But before, so yeah, the next Tuesday is when the movie is going to be going on video on demand, means Prime Video. You'll be able to buy it for $20. So, yeah, it will be on digital on May 16th. Don't know about the Peacock release date. Don't know about the DVD release date. Don't know how long the movie is going to be out for. But yeah, but also today, I also want to check out something else, okay? Something else I want to try. I was just trying to work up some things, but yeah. Other things I want to talk about is, I would also want to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 today. I would also talk about Guardians 3 today, if I could get. Today, I just want to talk about Guardians 3, because there's some things related to this film that it did, okay? So, we have Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Now, in the title, I said Mario movie in God of War 3, which God of War 3, which Gotg 3 means God of War 3. So yeah. So let's see here. How much dollars did God of War 3 make at its first weekend? It made $318.7 million, which I'm like, that's a huge number for God of War 3. But also at the same time, I'm gonna say God of War 3 has a potential to hit a pretty big high number. Right now on Box Office Mojo, it's the number 4 spot. And of course, for the United States, it made over $118 million on its first weekend, and it made just like guys, and it made 100. So pretty much with today's numbers, which today's number was 8 million. Today's number was $9 million. So yeah. So pretty much this film is kicking it at the box office right now. With it being $318 million, more than the Ant-Man 3, by far God of War 3 is going to be making a lot. Now, again, if you have seen God of War 3, don't spoil it down below in the comments. I still didn't see this film in theaters. It just literally came out on Friday. And today is Tuesday. And yeah, so yeah. So I'm just saying that, this movie, yeah, I don't know what my prediction is for God of War 3 to make, how much it's going to make by the end. I'm going to say by next week. Yeah, I'm going to say next week, on its second weekend on the, from like the 12th, 13th to 14th, like of course, I don't know how much it's going to make on the 12th, 13th, and 14th. I don't know what it's going to make May 12th all the way to May 14th, which I'm going to say God of War 3 is going to probably do pretty big, because May 14th is Mother's Day, which I think the Mario movie and God of War 3 is going to make a lot of money on Mother's Day, because the people can, like, some people, like, if you are a child, if you are a kid, or you are a father giving a surprise from your mother, you take your mother to go see God of War 3. Or the Mario movie, like the Mario movie or Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Maybe both. I don't really know. Which the problem about that is the movies, we're probably going to be in the theaters for like over 4 hours. But yeah, I'm going to say that the movie is going to make a lot on Mother's Day, because it could be a Mother's Day gift for people. If your mother is a huge fan of the first God of War movie, and if she says that the first God of War movie was really good, she really loved it, and she also loved the second one, take your mother or your wife to go see God of War 3. So, with Mother's Day coming up, I'm gonna say that God of War 3 is probably going to hit over $600 million on its second weekend, which is the second biggest movie right behind the Mario movie. Which God of War 3 did defeat the Mario movie on its first weekend, of course. Yeah. Now, I have to hear a lot of people say that this is by far I have to hear a lot of people say that God of War 3 is by far the best Marvel movie ever made. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know. Maybe if I see it, I might hate it. I don't really know. It's just, I haven't seen God of War 3 yet. I'm probably going to go watch it. On my birthday, something like that, because I have something going on right now at the end of the month. And I got to save my money because I just have a lot going on right now in my life. And yeah, I do want to come back. I do want to do this, okay? I do want to watch Guardians 3 in theaters. I really want to try and watch every Marvel movie in theaters. But some films I'm not gonna be able to watch. Like, I never see Thor: Love and Thunder in theaters. I never okay? I never see Thor: Love and Thunder in theaters. I have not even seen Black Panther 2 in theaters. I had to wait till December for me to watch it. And yeah. And then I see Ant-Man 3 in theaters. I am not skipping Guardians 3 in theaters. I could have waited to go see it in theaters when the second one came out back in 2017. But I was 13 at that time, and yeah. But for me, Guardians 3, it's going to make a lot of money, I'm going to say. With it being right now over, with it being almost close $320 million in right now. How much do I think about? So like this, okay? Like this, okay? Again, with the movie right now being right now at $319 million right now, my question I have is, for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, does it still have a chance to make $1 billion? Well, it could. I'm just saying. If it does pretty high this weekend, which the movie opened up with, of course, around 300, I think it was like around 300 million. When it opened up with, I think it was like around 300 million. I think it was at 300 million when that box office did happen. I think so. But the movie, the movie is doing pretty big. But you have to remember that next Friday, Fast X is going to come out. We know that for a fact that Fast X will be part 1 in the Fast X and Fast 11. And of course, Fast 11 is going to be... So Fast X and Fast 11 is probably going to be like a 2-parter. That's what I have heard about. I don't really know if it is a 2-parter. I don't really know. But I have heard that Fast 11 is going to be the last movie. I don't know. I just don't think they should end it up with 11. If 11 and 12, if 10 and 11 does pretty good at the box office, I have heard that, yes, 11 is coming out this year, 10 is coming out this year, and I have heard that 11 might be also coming out next year as well. I think they talked about a bit about the movie, but I don't really know. But Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, it needs to go pretty high this weekend. Now, why am I saying it needs to go pretty high? Well, the reason why I would say it's going to go pretty high this weekend is because it's a big it's a big one. Like, this is people has been wanting Guardians 3 for a long time, and now with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 now in theaters, it's a movie that everybody will love. And right now, with the movie past that almost cost $320 million on its first weekend, it's pretty big. It did bigger than Ant-Man 3. And of course, I love Ant-Man 3. I think Ant-Man 3 was a great movie. But with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, no, I don't know yet. I'm going to see I'm going to wait to find out probably on my birthday, which is June 8th. So I probably have to go see it next month because at the end of the month, on May 26th, I got something big going on. Me and my family is going to go on a trip. And we're going to go on a trip on May 26th. And I need to save my money because it's going to be a trip that we're going to be going to a... I'm not gonna say it yet, but I'm just saying, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 needs to do huge, like big box office numbers on its second weekend. Now on the third weekend, Fast X is gonna be number 1. Of course, Fast X is gonna do number 1 next weekend. But if Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 could stay number 1 for both weeks, and if it can still make a lot of money. Because look at Ant-Man 3. Ant-Man 3 only made $475 million at the box office, which was $25 million less, with like $25 million less. And yeah, again, Ant-Man 3, yeah, I know Ant-Man 3 underperformed at the box office, but Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is going to be the big success. Guardians 3 would be the big film to really bring Marvel back to its roots, because Phase 4, yeah, people didn't really like Phase 4. For me, I enjoy Phase 4 of that film. I do enjoy Phase 4, but for me, I'm just like my top 3 projects that I really like in Phase 4. If I give you guys my top 3 picks of the best, if I give you guys my top 3 best films of 2021 and 2022, number 1 is Spider-Man No Way Home. Number 2 is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. And number 3, for me, is going to be Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Madness. Again, Ant-Man 3 is still up there as one of my favorite movies, with the Super Mario Bros. Movie being my number 1 favorite film of all time. There's not going to be any film that's going to pass that. But I'm just hoping I go see Guardians 3 pretty soon. I hope to hear that people say it's a perfect movie. I've heard a lot of people say it is amazing. It's a great movie. People say it's up there as a must-watch at the movie theaters. But do I think Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 has a potential to get close to $1 billion? Well, if you think about it, with the movie being almost cost at $320 million right now, and it's going to probably do pretty big on the second weekend, because with Mother's Day, because it's pretty much Mother's Day's weekend, because it's going to do pretty big on Mother's Day's weekend, like the Mother's Day weekend, I'm going to say it's going to probably do pretty big. Same with the Mario movie. I think the Mario movie will also do pretty big as well. But for right now, we don't have any information about what's going to happen, but yeah. But for right now, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is doing pretty big right now, but yeah. But we're going to go here. Yeah. Just a guys. I'm just saying that. Wait, I'm gonna go to. Okay. There we go. But I'm just telling you guys that. I just tell you guys, okay? Going back to the Super Mario Bros. Movie, we've been super successful, passing $1,162,000,000, over $1.1 billion, close to $1.2 billion. That's a big box office bidding for the Mario movie, but for me, I'm just really hoping that the Mario movie does a pretty big box office on its 6th weekend. I hope it does pretty big on the 6th weekend. If it could do pretty big and give us not a drop, but a L, like the L, like that drop. I'm gonna say it's called L. Like if it could make like over $20 million percent L, like that drop up. If it could make a 30%, if it could make like a 20, if it could make like a, if it could make like I don't know, like a 10% up from its drop, like its box office, whatever. So yeah, because the Mario movie when I did saw was like 52% drop, and the movie only made over $18 million on its 5th weekend from the United States. I just don't know what it's going to be like on its 6th weekend, because I don't know that the 6th weekend for the Mario movie will be the Mother's Day weekend. So if the movie can make like, I don't know, like 30, 34, if it can make $25 million on its 6th weekend because of Mother's Day, give it to me. I'm like, the Mario movie deserves it. The Mario movie deserves it. This movie has been getting a lot of people a lot. I've been hearing a lot of people say that it's the worst movie ever made. People say it's the worst Nintendo movie ever made, and people's been asking, no, Nintendo doesn't make movies. Nintendo's already a bad company. We hate their games. No, I am not that kind of person. I'm more like a Nintendo guy instead of a PlayStation or an Xbox. I'm more like Nintendo than Sony and Microsoft. Of course, I will get of course, I will get all the PlayStation consoles and all the Xbox consoles in the future. But I'm mostly a Nintendo kind of guy. I'm a huge fan of Mario. I love Mario. With this movie, Mario, like Chris Pratt does amazing. But it's just two Chris Pratt movies face to face. But I'm like, why is there two Chris Pratt movies right now out? I'm like, what? And yeah, will Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 make $1 billion? Probably not, but I'm hoping it hits close to that. My final prediction is the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is only going to make over. My prediction is for the final, when all this is all over, I think, in my opinion, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is going to make 975. It's going to make over $975 million. That's my prediction. If the movie does pretty big on its 6th weekend and it passes $700 million, that's a huge box office opening for the movie. Look at Doctor Strange 2. Doctor Strange 2 opened up last year with over $400 million on its first weekend. Which I'm like, what? But with the Mario movie right now, with Guardians 3 out, the movie opened up with 300, well, I think it was like 300 and, kind of around 300 million. Or if I remember, I think it was like around over 280 million since the last time I checked. I have no idea. But with the movie doing pretty big after hour, I feel like Guardians 3 has a potential to make $1 billion. If it does pretty big on its Mother's Day weekend. If it does pretty good on the Mother's Day weekend and it makes big bucks, and it makes big bucks, and the movie starts, and of course, if Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I think there might be a possibility that Guardians 3 is going to probably have a big drop, just like Ant-Man 3 did. Ant-Man 3 made over $108 million on its first weekend, but on its second weekend, it dropped down to a 30. It dropped down to over 30 million. No, wait. I don't think it was 30 million. I think it was 60 million. It got a big, or 50, or 40. I don't really know, but it did have a big drop up. If I worked, sorry about that, guys. I don't know why I do that, but let's look at Ant-Man 3 for just a minute, okay? On its second weekend, it has a big, like on the second weekend, it dropped down 69.9% drop. And it's, we're pretty much opened up with $120 million, and it dropped down a pretty big high number. And of course, on its, on this weekend, it made an extra $751,000. Not bad. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying. If the Mario movie doesn't do that big, like I'm just saying that Guardians of the Galaxy, but of course, I'm just afraid that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is going to probably do the same way that Ant-Man 3 did. It got a ginormous drop. For me, if Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was a perfect movie and people loved the movie, well, some people might say, oh, it's not a perfect movie. But some people might be saying it is an amazing movie. Again, if this is all true, then I'm just saying that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, I just don't know what happened. I don't know what's going to happen with Guardians 3. My prediction for the second weekend, I'm predicting the high end is probably going to be like 90 million, like over 90 million. I'm going to say, if it makes over 90 million on its Mother's Day weekend, I'm going to say probably on its Mother's Day weekend, I'm just probably saying, Mother's Day weekend, I'm saying it could pass over $120 million if it's on Mother's Day weekend. But for right now, I probably don't think it's going to probably happen. I think it's going to do over 100 million in the United States. And for me, in my final rundown and what I'm thinking about the Mario movie is going to do is, I think the Mario movie, I mean, not Mario, I think Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, for its final US dollar box office mark, I'm going to say Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is going to end up with around over I'm going to say like $450 to $475 million from the United States. From other regions, I'm hoping for other regions it does like, again, pretty high as well, like 400 million. If it does 450, if it does make 450, it means it made $900 million, which I would be alright with. But if it makes I don't know, like, I don't really know what it's going to do, but for me, my final prediction for the worldwide box office for Guardians 3, I'm predicting over $975 million. I'm sorry for that other $25 million. I just can't really, because we have big films coming out. There's a lot of big films coming out. We have Fast X coming out next week. We got the Little Mermaid live action film coming out that next week on the 23rd, on the 20. No, the 20. I don't think so. I think it's on May 25th. No, May 26th. On the 26th. And then June we have huge movies across the Spider-Verse. Transformers Rise of the Beast. The Flash. Elemental. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. The new DreamWorks Kraken movie. And then in July we have Mission Impossible 7 and the Barbie movie. And then in August, I think there was another film set to come out in August. I don't remember, but yeah, Guardians 3 might be doomed at the box office because it's not going to be doomed. I predicted it would make over 900 million. If it makes 700 to 800 million, I would be okay if it makes that, but I just figured that Guardians 3 is going to be the biggest one in the franchise. I feel like this will end up Guardians 3 being the biggest movie ever. So yeah. So with that out of the way with the Guardians movie, let's continue on with the Mario movies, shall we? Like I say, the Mario movie is doing pretty big right now. And the movie only needs to make over $81 to $82 million to pass Incredibles 2, which Incredibles 2, if I remember clearly, let me go back to it. Like I said before, if the movie, the movie needs to make an extra, $80 million. It needs to pass another extra $80 million over $80 million this weekend, which absolutely is going to be. Because if the movie made over $120 million on its fifth weekend, I think on Mother's Day, it would still be pretty high, like 115 to 100 million. If it does $100 million, that means the movie, if it makes over, like, I'm going to say, like, maybe $113 million. That pretty much means that the movie is at $1,275 million. Because I still think it's going to do pretty high because it's the Mother's Day weekend. Next week is the Mother's Day weekend. And yeah. And then on its seventh weekend, that's going to be a problem because you have Gotg 3, which is still going to be the biggest film at that time. And then you have Fast X, which I hope Fast X doesn't pass the Mario movie. It will. I think Fast X will make $1 billion, but I hope it doesn't pass the Mario movie. The Mario movie is still doing pretty well right now. And if the Mario movie does all the Mario movie needs to do is to make an extra $40 million. So my prediction is, I have heard that yes. I have heard that yes. Just a second, guys. I gotta do something there. Just give me a minute, guys. I need to upload my Bible video today, which is this next one that I'm uploading right now, which you guys can go check out right now. It's over 11 minutes, so yeah. But of course, what I'm trying to say is, of course, yeah, I'm just saying that, yeah, like I said, the Mario movie could, because if you don't know, guys, I said this before a couple minutes ago. I did say that the Mario movie is going to pass. Is going to be, if you guys don't know, guys, like I said, okay. So at the beginning of the video, I did touch you guys that the Mario movie is going to be streaming next week. Yeah, if you go on Prime Video and look up the Super Mario Bros. Movie, you can see pre-ordered for $19.99. Pre-order the movie for $19.99. It's a pre-order, so you can't watch it until May 16th. Which I'm like, yeah, May 16th. Which that is in 7 days. So what I'm trying to say is, related to that, it's difficult to think of saying that, hey, it's difficult to say that, yeah, but I'm just saying that, of course, the Mario movie is still doing pretty high right now. I'm just saying. But I'm just saying that for the Mario movie making a lot of money, I'm like, if it does pass $1.3 billion by its seventh weekend, the weekend when Fast X comes out, which the Fast franchise has been the biggest franchise ever made. Mostly every film made higher, like every film passed it. Well, I don't think every Fast and Furious film passed over 500 million. I think the first two, I don't really know. I think it was the first two or the first three that never passed 500 million. I don't really know. But I do know, like, I'm going to say 5 through right now, the movie has been making a lot. If I remember, I think there was 3 Fast and Furious movies that made $1 billion. Fast 7, Fast X, the Fast 8, and I think Fast 6 also made $1 billion as well. I don't remember, but yeah, Fast and Furious, Fast X is gonna make $1 billion. if the move, yeah, by far, it's going to be Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I hope that Fast X doesn't beat the Mario movie. I just hope it. I hope the Mario movie does more than Fast X does. Now, I don't know how much it's going to make on its 7th weekend, if it can still make a lot of money in the United States. Then my final predictions for 7th, so for the 6th weekend, I'm predicting over $120 million because of, again, over $120 million, like over $20 million from the United States. Because of Mother's Day, over $20 million because of Mother's Day weekend. And then on its 7th weekend, I predicted that it would be passing 15, 13 to $10 million. For other regions, I hope for other regions, it does pretty high because it made over $120 million on its 5th weekend. So I'm going to say it's going to make probably maybe 130. I'm going to say probably 130. I'm going to say 132, 123, or 124 because of Mother's Day. So I don't really know. If the movie can make another extra $124 million, let's look at the calculator, shall we? You have that number right there. You have that number. You have 100. You have 162. You have that for the movie, and then on its 6th weekend, on its 6th weekend, it makes $120 million. Okay, plus 130. That equals to that the Mario movie would make $1,282 million around that time on its 6th weekend. And then on its 7th weekend, I'm gonna say it's gonna probably do 105 million. So I'm gonna say probably 105 million or 100. I'm gonna probably say 110 million because if the movie, so I'm gonna say 110 million. The movie is so close to past $1.4 billion. If it does an extra $100 million, now I'm gonna say it's gonna only make 10 million on the 7th weekend. No, on the 8th. I mean, on its 8th weekend because no, on its 7th weekend. I'm sorry. I mean, on its 7th weekend because the movie would be released on digital at that time. And I'm just saying, if it can make $10 million in the United States, and I was just I don't really know, but yeah, and it makes like $100 from other regions. Then the movie would be at $1,392 million, around that number. And if it's so lucky, I by far think that the Mario movie is going to pass Frozen 2. If it still makes hundreds, if it still makes 100 next week, and it makes this weekend, like this next weekend on its 6th and 7th weekend, if it still makes over $100 million, by far. So, yeah. So that leaves us to our 8th weekend, the weekend when the live action Little Mermaid film comes out. I'm gonna say in general, it's only gonna make 90 million. I'm gonna say it's gonna only make 90 to 85. I'm gonna say 85 million because if it doesn't, I'm gonna say $85 million for that weekend, and if it makes $85 million, that means that the Mario movie does pass Frozen 2, and it makes the number 2 spot. But that leaves us with a number that people's been wondering. I did a post last week on Thursday, I believe so. Wednesday or Thursday, I don't remember last week. I did touch you guys of how much money do you guys feel like the Mario movie is going to defeat Wait, I hear airplane. But yeah, but I'm just saying, if the Mario movie, like I did a post saying, how much money do you think the Mario movie is gonna make after its theater cycle, after the theater life cycle? I said 1.2 billion, or 1.3 billion, or 1.4 billion, or is the Mario movie gonna make 1.5 billion? Everybody's saying it's gonna cost $1.5 billion. I see some people, I see like a 20% that's only gonna make 1.2 billion. Guys, the movie is gonna cost $1.2 billion by the end of this weekend, by the 6th weekend. So if you guys don't know, guys, the number 10 film at the box office right now is The Avengers, which that film is right now at $1,520,000,000. Right? Am I right? Am I right? Am I good with math? Did I do good with math? I don't know, maybe. While we are here, we can see find out what place the Mario movie is at. The Mario movie is right now at number 24. It's right now at number 24 right now. Which that is really good right now. So let's look here. The number 10 film is right now The Avengers, which is right now at $520 million. If the movie is already at $477 million, that pretty much means that film only passed Frozen 2, but the next film is going to be passed. So that means if the movie makes $1,477 to $1,478,000,000, that means that film would be at the number 13 spot by its 8th weekend. So for its 9th weekend, how much do I think it's going to make on the 9th weekend? Probably pretty less. I'm going to say on its 9th weekend, I'm only going to say 50 million. I'm only going to say 50 million. That means the movie is at the number 10 spot. And then on its 10th weekend, they can keep on going. On its 10th weekend, keep on going. In Germany, on its 10th weekend, which I think, if I think about it, if I think about this, okay? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After 10, I think the 10th weekend is going to be the final weekend when the movie does pretty big. And I think the movie is only going to make 30 million. So in general, my prediction is the movie and then I think around the 11th through the 17th weekend, the Mario movie is going to be on Peacock. I'm going to say the movie is going to be on Peacock. I'm going to say, if they really went to, I'm going to say June 13th. So June 13th is when I feel like it will be on Peacock. Which that's going to be 4 days after its digital released. And absolutely, I think June 13th is going to be that. So on the final weekend, on its 10th weekend, how much do I think it's going to make on its 10th weekend? Well, I said 30 minutes on its 10th weekend. So yeah. So in general, I think probably on its 11th weekend, it's only going to make 10 million. 10 million on its 11th weekend. 11th weekend. And then I'm going to probably say the final box office numbers, in my opinion, 8 million for last. And the movie just passed one. I'm so sorry about that, guys. I turned off my phone for no reason. But yeah, but the movie, if it does pretty high, the movie is going to end up, if it does this, if the Mario movie does the same thing that I am doing, the Mario movie is going to pass $1,575,000,000. Do you know how big that's going to be? I know, guys, this video is a bit long. I'm going to edit the video here shortly, but if the Mario movie does the same thing that I just said, and it ends up at its box office run on the 12th weekend, now it can still make a lot more money. I think it can still make 5 million, 3 million, or something like that. let's see here. What is it going to look like if it only makes 5 million? What is it going to look like if it's all put together? So, 13th weekend, 5. And then on its final weekend, on the 13th weekend, because I feel like the movie is going to only be out for 13 days. If it does, yeah, so how much is going to make altogether after that? Let's finish it up with 3. That means the Mario movie is going to end up with over $1,580,000,000. There's no way that no other film in 2023 would beat that number. I'm just saying. That's a pretty big number. And if Nintendo can hit close to $1.6 billion already, if the movie can only pass $1.3 billion by that week, by that time, I'm just saying that the Mario movie is still going to be pretty. I'm gonna say that the Mario movie is doing pretty awesome. If the Mario movie does something like that, I'm just saying that the Mario movie is doing a fantastic job. I was predicting that maybe it could pass $1.6 billion. But right now with the movie right now on its gonna be on its 7th weekend, on its 6th weekend right now, and it does pretty big because Mother's Day, I could potentially see it maybe passing maybe if it does pretty good, it could possibly pass $1.3 billion on its 6th weekend. If it does pretty high. Like if it can make, I don't think so. I think it's going to make close to $1.3 billion. In my opinion, how much do I think it's going to make on its 6th weekend? Where the movie only made $120 million, around $120 million on its 5th weekend. So I'm gonna say maybe $125 million. And if it does that, that means the movie is pretty high, and it's right now at $1.8 billion. $1.28 billion. Which I'm like, do I think the Mario movie is gonna pass the number 10 spot in the box office? Absolutely. I think if the Mario movie does pretty big, and nobody's, like, of course, the Mario movie is going to get beat up. Like, the Mario movie is going to get beat up so much. What I'm trying to say, the Mario movie is going to be beat up in May. Guardians 3 just beat up Mario. Fast X is going to beat up Mario. The new Little Mermaid movie is going to bust Mario. And all the movies that's coming out in June is going to really beat Mario's butt. Which I'm like, this is going to get really weird for a lot of people, because I just feel like if the movie is going to be on digital, if the movie gets on digital on May 16th this year, which is officially the date, and if the Mario movie is going to get on Peacock on June 13th, I'm just saying the movie is going to end up with over $1.5 billion. I just hope it. I'm going to pray that the movie does pass $1.5 billion. And I'm praying that it can pass the first Avengers. I'm just praying that it does. So yeah. So I'm going to end up the video here, guys. Again, 2 great box office videos. 2 amazing movies that done pretty big. Mario movie made $1,162,000,000, while Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 made over $380 million. By far, the movie is doing pretty awesome. I'm going to say, the movie industry is going to do amazing. I will be doing another box office video on May 16th, and I'm going to give you guys an update of what Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 and the Mario movie is at. I'm just, like I said, I think Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 might get close to $700 million on its 2nd weekend. If it does pretty big, because it's Mother's Day, and I don't really know, but yeah. So I hope you guys do enjoy this box office video. If you guys did, then hit that like button down below. Let's try to hit this video to 5 likes. If we could do that, that would be amazing. Also, if this is your first time here, then click that subscribe button down below. I need you guys' help. I'm trying to get this channel to 5,000 subscribers. No, pretty much I'm trying to get this channel to 2,500 subscribers by the end of the year. So if you guys could go down below, click that subscribe button, that would be amazing, and that would really help my channel out a lot. So yeah. Also hit that notification bell to never miss when I upload a video. Also share this video with your friends and the family. And make sure you guys go down below and go subscribe to my 2 other channels. I need your help on my gaming channel, which is going to be my new main channel in the future. Down below in the description down below, the second link down below in the description down below, you will see my gaming channel, which I need your help on my gaming channel. Right now, my gaming channel just passed 250 subscribers. I just want to say thank you so much, guys. Right now, I'm trying to get that channel to 500 subscribers by the end of July. So if we could get another extra 250 subscribers by the end of July, that would be pretty big for me and my channel. And yeah, again, second link in the description down below. Go subscribe to it now. Also, make sure you guys go down below and go subscribe to my Christian channel, which is the third link down below in the description down below, which that channel just passed 340 subscribers, which I'm just going to say thank you so much for all the support you guys have been doing on my Christian channel. And all that stuff, so yeah. But I need your help on that channel. I'm trying to get my Christian channel to 500 subscribers by the end of June. It might be shifted to the middle of July. Okay, I'm going to try to get my Christian channel to 500 subscribers by the middle of July. So if we could do that, that would be amazing. So yeah. Also, so yeah. So both of those channels will be down below in the description down below. Also, guys, the final link in the description right now is my sister's channel. Go check out my sister's channel. She really needs you guys' help. She's trying to get her channel to 500 subscribers by the end of June. So if you guys could go down below and go check my sister out, that would be amazing. That would really help her out, and that would really help this channel out a lot. So yeah. Stay tuned, guys, because the next one will be on May 16th. Don't forget to go down below, click that subscribe button to join the Ninja Squad. And stick around, go check out more of my other videos. And I will see my Mario movie and Guardians of the Galaxy fans next time. Well, Mario fans and Guardians of the Galaxy fans next time. Peace.